Grace Augustine, a botanist, whose whole life is dedicated to protecting life on Pandora. So watching the Marines blow it away is a bit of an odd experience. She loves the creatures like the viper wolves and the stern beasts and all the plant life. So, you know, she has a different perspective. I'm glad there is a Na'vi perspective. And I do think that it looks like it's possible to go through and live in that world and maybe not destroy anything. That would be a nice third alternative, I think, as a pacifist. The game looks beautiful. It looks like it would be a lot of fun to move through that world. You don't have to kill everything, but it'd be fun to move through that world and be a part of it. It takes place in a distant world where a company is getting a kind of metal, a substance called unobtainium, brilliantly chosen, very valuable. And in doing so, it's sort of destroying the natural life of Pandora, including threatening its native people, the Na'vi. And so it is very much a story about who's going to win out, the natural world or the sort of industrial greed. In fact, Grace's whole program, Avatar program, is financed by the greedy people, so she's in quite a compromised position too. But I think it would be nice in the next game to be able to go through and take plant samples like Grace would, as a sort of pacifist alternative to destroying the plants. So by the time they asked me to work on the game, I had done the movie, and so I knew what Grace's perspective was, which is to protect the native population and the animal creature population and the plant population. If the actor knew the entire script of the game, it might be easier to contribute. But as it was, I just sort of tried to fulfill my role in the game in as much character as I could be as Grace. And it was fun. Got a glimpse tonight watching the two versions of the game that it could be a very powerful experience for someone to move through an environment and have things happen that they can't control, and they would have the challenge of deciding what to do. So as an actor, I think that we could enhance that experience for the player with what we do. But I think at this point people haven't taken advantage of actors to do that. At least they certainly haven't taken advantage of any actors I know, because we can do more than just dialogue. I actually think the concept of entering this other world and being a participant in it and not knowing what's going to happen and having to respond to that is a very cool experience. And I think that this game is closer to providing that experience than any game I've seen. I haven't seen the 3D of all the movie, and I've only sort of barely experienced the 3D of the game. I do think that it makes it a much richer experience. I think 3D is the way it's going to go, and it is fun to be surrounded by, especially that beautiful, dangerous world of Pandora, with Marines popping out at you or stern beasts or whatever. So it's great that you're sort of in the round, as we say in the theater. You're surrounded by all the life, and that's great.